going on? Welcome to Teasing the NFL. I'm Daniel Saludo along with Andrew Chang here, going through previews of Week 2 of the 2020 NFL season. We have the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis is actually the favorite here at -3.
Oh.
Yep, and the total is 48.5. So Minnesota gets teased up to 9, and Indianapolis gets teased over the 0 to +3. And then your over teaser gets teased down to 42.5, and your under teaser gets teased up to 54.5. So you, just off of that reaction alone, don't really like the idea of Indy as a general favorite is at -3. You don't agree with that at all, do you?
Hell no, man. Hey, how did that work for you last week?
That's not very well. I'll be really honest. They were part of my notes. They were part of my actual bet last week, and I was very confident in it, and I have no regrets other than the fact that it lost. But I still make that choice pretty much 90 out of 100 times.
I mean, I would have picked the Eagles too, 90 out of 100 times. Yeah, seeing Indy being -3, that's I don't know what someone's thinking of there. But if I know anything about Vegas, that they know their numbers.
Well, they're smart because this is deemed to be a close game because Minnesota did not look good against Green Bay at all. Indy was very questionable. They were good in that first half, and then for some reason they stopped really running the ball, and they asked Philip Rivers to throw the ball a lot more, which didn't make sense. So I think they're going to come back and have a better game plan for this game. They can look and see what Aaron Rodgers did against that atrocious Minnesota secondary and defense and kind of try and replicate it a little bit. Not exactly, because Rodgers is a better quarterback than Rivers is.
Miles
But
better.
you can change the game plan, go with kind of more intermediate routes than those kind of deep routes. And that's why I think they have this line at -3. Now, teasing it over the 0 to +3 is not a bad choice in my opinion, just because it leaves you kind of safe with a field goal if you think Indy's going to win, in case kind of a backdoor 1-2 pointer comes in. But I understand why the perceived value should feel more like on Minnesota, right?
Yeah, I think so, because it's funny that you say, okay, like, Indy's going to bounce back. I think that the Vikings will probably bounce back too. And for a couple seasons, I think, was it Indy? No, it wasn't Indy. Actually, it could have been. Who got like the 4-0 starts? There were like a couple teams, right?
When?
Last season.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, there was a bunch.
Indy was not one of them, I don't think.
But I know the Vikings were.
Yes, the Vikings were.
The Vikings were. And I think it's a little weird to see them lose, but against the Green Bay Packers, which could be the team this year. Looks like it. Aaron Rodgers has a great game. Mm-hmm. I can't believe those words just came out of my mouth. But not diverting from the topic, I think Minnesota being +9 against the bad news Colts or the bad news Philip Rivers, he's just bad news, man. Even when he was on the Chargers too,
It's fair. It's a new system for him in that Indy offense. So I don't necessarily lean on either side. It's a big question mark. My actual lean in this game is actually the under, because both of these teams are very run heavy, and you've got Dalvin Cook for Minnesota, and you've got Marlon Mack got hurt last game, which doesn't come as a surprise. So you have the rookie Jonathan Taylor, who's very, very talented.
No. Got to give it to Mr. Hines.
And his guy, Naheem Hines,
Woo!
Who also can run the ball pretty well, but he's more of the receiving back. But this is going to be kind of a slow-paced game. Both defense, the Indy defense is very good. That didn't really show up in the last game, but statistically, from last season, they actually are very, very good. So expecting kind of a slower-paced game.
Yeah, I just looked at the number, and
54.5.
Yeah, 54.5. That's not a bad option.
I
like it.
I mean, 24, 23 is 24 to 20 is, no, sorry. Wow, I cannot do math. 27.
24, 27.
27.
Yeah, 24, 27. Like,
yeah.
Oh man,
24 to 27. It's kind of pretty close to where Vegas has the lines at 48.5, and that's kind of about where I have the game at. So I'll take the under in this case, just because I'm expecting a slower pace game.
all right. Well, you can do that.
Do you lean one side or the other on the totals?
On the totals. Yeah, man, I was definitely proven wrong by the Battle of Ohio, Cleveland versus Cincy, and they just.
Those teams just aren't good, but we already talked about that.
Okay, but I mean, we see like sort of the Indianapolis Colts, which is kind of like our rivals as someone in the AFC South. They had
them later.
I mean, yeah, but when they had Andrew Luck, they were formidable. But I just don't think Rivers is. Meh.
That's fair.
Nah.
So your lean is Minnesota.
I lean is Minnesota.
All right.
Kirk
Minnesota
Cousins.
+9.
I like that, and I'm gonna like that line that you're gonna win. All right.
It's not primetime Monday Night Football game,
so he should win.
Same thing as last week, but
no, come on, man.
He was the favorite last week. Just remember that.
All right, but he's the underdog this week, so that's good.
So it's interesting. This is the first time this week that I'm choosing a total because I don't necessarily trust either side. There's not one that really favors it more. The lean for me is heavy running game, chewing clock for both teams. So that's why I lean the under 54.5. But Andrew likes that. He really likes that.
I like that. I
likes that Minnesota +9. And
gotta
it's not
find,
a bad number.
Gotta find
Over
Adam Thielen.
Over
Gotta find
touchdown
Dalvin
is nice.
Cook. Oh, dude,
That's all they have. That's really all they have.
Yeah, dude. Bye-bye, Stephon Diggs, Mr. Boom Bust. But, we'll see. We
will see. But until the next video coming up, for Andrew Chang and Daniel Saludo here, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up like if you liked it. Make sure you subscribe, tick the bell notification, select all, and leave us a comment. Let us know what you're feeling more in this game. Do you like Indy more? Do you like the over more? Let us know, and we'd love to hear from you. But until then, don't forget to get your bets in, get that money in, and don't forget to be a tease.